Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another The Sports Scoop video. Today, we're continuing some of our free agency. Happy free agency, everyone. Obviously, free agency has officially, not officially, legally, players are allowed to, I think, talk to teams and sign contracts. I believe it does start Wednesday. I'm not completely sure how it does officially work. But today, as you saw by the title and the thumbnail, we're talking about Mr. Juju Smith-Schuster. And he has recently announced, or I mean, basically just recently, if you guys follow us on Instagram, we broke the news. Obviously, we're not the only ones who break news, but we broke news on our Instagram that he did tell his teammates that he was most likely, I believe, going to sign with another team in free agency. And really, if it, I think it makes sense for both parties right now. He wasn't the wide receiver one, arguably the wide receiver three for the Steelers for some of the games. We saw Chase Claypool, who will be an incredible receiver. Deontay Johnson will be an incredible receiver. They're all very young. I believe Juju's still 24. And now he wants his money, obviously, as he's off his rookie deal. And I think it makes sense. I mean, if you're the Steelers, you don't have money. I don't think Juju, you don't have money to spend on him, and you don't, there's no need for him at the position. So I really do think at the end of the day, it makes sense for both parties. If you're Juju, you get money, you go somewhere else and you go to another contender. Obviously, if you saw by the thumbnail, he may not go to a contender. The two teams I think are most likely are the Jets, as you see kind of by the background of this picture, and the Raiders. I think most likely I would predict he would go to the Raiders. I personally don't like the Jets fit just because of coaching wise, scheme fit wise. I don't think he would really fit if Darnold were to stay. I think they're mostly going to address a lot of stuff in the draft and then some other stuff in free agency, maybe a trade or so. But I don't think Juju makes sense, especially for the money he's going to want. And unfortunately, he really hurt his view. He really damaged how everyone sees him last year with all the dancing and all the disrespect, and then really not backing that up at all on the field, getting destroyed by the. And I'll say I had my fair share of kind of not liking Juju due to how he acts. I mean, unfortunately, people have views on you that are hard to change. But we can't shy away from the fact that he's a good receiver. Juju is a good receiver. He was very good in that year when Antonio Brown kind of was in and out. And then when Antonio Brown was there, Juju was a great wide receiver too. But if you're the Steelers, you have Deontay Johnson, who is incredible. You have Chase Claypool, who looked like the steal of the draft, even though there were a lot. I would say he was the second best rookie receiver behind Justin Jefferson. And even then they weren't comparable, but I would say Claypool was still amazing, huge guy. And then you have, Washington, and you have options. You can retain Connor. You have Roethlisberger. So I know, I mean, it might have made more sense to let him go if you were to get a new quarterback. I know they're kind of staying with the same scheme. They're obviously not changing anything really coaching wise or quarterback wise, which would affect Juju the most. But I still think it makes sense. I mean, he's going to want a ton of money. And going back to why I don't like him to the Jets, the scheme fit doesn't really fit. And I don't like his personality and how that would reflect with him on the Jets. I think they're kind of an under the radar, get to work type team with Salah. I think he's really going to want to just get his player out there and play and practice. And I think Juju's kind of more of that personality, and he wants to do this and that. And he wants to, post on TikTok, and he wants to do dances and really he's a character. He's a personality, which, we've seen that in sports, Chad Joe Steve Smith. We've seen it from wide receivers, but I don't think that fits what Robert Saleh wants. I feel like he's not a drill sergeant. That's not the right word, but someone who wants to get to work. We're going to win games. We're going to rebuild this franchise. And I don't think Juju fits, especially this early, at least in the franchise. If it's 2-3 years down the line, when they have their quarterback for the future, they have a decent team. They have a team that can compete for their division in a division that's really tough. But I think for Juju right now, if they were to keep Darnold, it doesn't make sense for him to go to a team where he would have Ben Roethlisberger is an amazing quarterback, but he wouldn't have a great quarterback. He would have and again, I mean, maybe it benefits him. Maybe I'm not really recognizing the part where maybe he's a wide receiver one. He's incredible, but for right now, it doesn't make sense. Raiders wise, I think it does. Derek Carr's a great quarterback, an underrated guy, kind of a top 12, 10 guy throughout his career. Very good. Doesn't have a lot of turnovers. Is consistent. Is a consistent, 4,000 yard passer. Good touchdown to interception ratio. And right now, Aguilar looked good. I mean, really a bounce back year from the Eagles. But for Juju, I think he kind of fits in as that wide receiver one, at least for the future. As Aguilar, I don't know his age. I believe he's probably late 20s. As I said, Juju's 24. And I think he fits in there for Carr as well. Carr has been involved in some trade rumors. Maybe they go with Mariota. But I think Juju fits there more. Again, head coach, I think it's more of a scheme fit because I don't think the Raiders would pay attention or at least care as much about his character and how he acts on and off the field Which again, Juju's obviously, if you've watched some of his stuff, like Juju's a really, really nice guy. Juju never strike me as a, rude, doesn't really care guy. Obviously, dancing on the logos, other corners and other teams don't like that. But he's never struck me as like a, kind of an ass. But, really at the end of the day, I think he's announced to his teammates he'll most likely leave. He obviously, as it's said by the title up here, if I just scroll up, Juju Smith-Schuster pens a message to Steelers fan in the event he leaves in Pittsburgh in free agency. Most likely he will. And I don't know. I mean, I'm not a Steelers fan, but I would love to know what Steelers fan think. So if you guys are watching this video and you're a Steelers fan, let me know. Do you guys want to keep Juju Smith-Schuster? It doesn't make sense. Let us know what you guys think in the comments down below. That'll end the video for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Obviously, we're gonna hopefully today's Monday. I don't know. I didn't know that. So if you're watching it as it comes out, we may have a lot of videos coming out today, depending on what happens in free agency. But at least this week, if you guys are new, subscribe, turn on that notification bell because we're gonna have so much off-season content. So make sure to stay up to date with us. Comment, comment all your thoughts on free agency. We'll be posting as many videos as we can, breaking news, updates, predictions, all that kind of stuff. Obviously, we're still in school, so it is tough to do that sometimes. But so make sure stay up to date with us. Comment down below all your thoughts. We'll see you in the next video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss a video. All of our socials are linked in the description. You click the description, website, podcast, Instagram. And our Instagram follows over there. We do a lot of in-depth stuff over there as well. Post updates when we're going to post videos so you get, you'll know earlier when we're going to post a video. So yeah, we'll see you next time. Thank you guys so much for watching.